$150 funky ass dollars. Are you shitting me, hoochie mama? Who would think that this administration would do anything and everything in their fucking power to satisfy their last remaining NPC supporters? But oh, I was fucking wrong. But they got all the money in the world to give to these illegal immigrants. They got all the money in the world to give to Ukrainians. Got all the money in the world to give it to their fucking pocketbooks. Wearing Versace and Gucci and Louis Vuitton and all the other shit. Houses, mansions, yachts, skis. Sleepy Joe 20,000 fucking beach vacation. They have the audacity to ask us, the American people, to help donate their hard-earned money. They trying to pull a fucking Oprah and Dwayne Johnson on us. I mean, the fuck is our tax dollars at? Our taxes should be taking care of this. Where's FEMA? Oh, I'm sorry. FEMA is apparently allegedly getting all the fucking money to the immigrants. But oh, this shit used to be sad. Then it transitioned from sad to laughter because that's all you can fucking do. But at this point, I don't feel anything. Neo need to come on down here and wake all of us up. I tell you, boy, November 5th can't come no sooner. Ooh, we celebrating like a motherfucker. Show me the money!
Well, unfortunately, due to the loss of hundreds, if not thousands of lives, and that number will come out in the next few days, of the people in the southeast region of the Appalachian Mountains and the Blue Ridge Parkway, the catastrophic damage that was done physically, man, I can't even imagine. Mentally, financially, over $1 billion, billion with a B, was spent on illegal immigration and the migrants who forcefully and illegally penetrated the southern border or via the CBP-1 app under the current Biden-Harris administration. First and foremost, salute and rest in peace to all the people, the victims, the family, and the friends of those who have been affected by this catastrophic devastation in the form of this tropical storm / hurricane by the name of Helene. And before I get started, do y'all know what Helene means? Helene means shining light, or in this case, shining a light on the fucked up fuckery and its backdoor dealings and its money mismanagement that the Biden-Harris has been doing. Because if it wasn't for Hurricane Helene and its upcoming storm, Hurricane Milton, you would have never known that they didn't have the money in the FEMA account to deal with natural disasters and provide relief to the American citizens. And if you thought that wasn't enough to morally crush the spirit of those who have been drastically affected by Hurricane Helene, oh no, there's more. As of yesterday, lying-ass scammer Kamala Harris tweeted this: "I am concerned about the security and well-being of civilians suffering in Lebanon. The United States will provide nearly $157 million in additional assistance to the people of Lebanon for essential needs such as food, shelter, water, protection, and sanitation." Now, when I first heard about the money, the $157 million being sent to Lebanon, the first thing came to my mind was the South Lebanon. You know, like Lebanon, Georgia, Lebanon, North Carolina, or hell, even East Tennessee, Lebanon. But hell no, they talking about Southeast Asia, Lebanon. Ain't that some shit? The same Lebanon who's ran by Hezbollah, who was backed by Iran. You can't make this shit up. The pure, selfish, demonic, unmitigated gall of the U.S. government to completely undermine U.S. taxpayers in this country by funneling emergency money to aliens, you know, the new FEMA, just to replace foundational black Americans, / let alone all Americans in this country, makes me feel, I don't know, a little un-American, a little less patriotic, and that's coming from a veteran. I'm gonna leave that right there. So the three main questions which we already know the answers to regarding this catastrophe, and I'm not even talking about Hurricane Helene right now, I'm talking about the government and their spending, is one, what happened to the money? Well, we know what happened to the money. It was used to fund illegal immigration. Two, where the fuck is FEMA? Because according to ground reports and people in the area, people in the hollers in North Carolina and Tennessee and even in Georgia, they haven't seen FEMA. And three, how is it that the U.S. government has money for everyone and everything else except the United States citizens in this country?
And on this issue of funding, the administration has money to send to Lebanon without Congress coming back. But Congress does have to come back to approve money to send to people in North Carolina. Do I have that right?
Here's what I'm going to be very clear about. The president and the vice president has had a robust whole of government response to this. Hundreds of millions of dollars. I said it at the top, more than $200 million. But instead, people want to do disinformation, misinformation, which is dangerous.
Speaking of misinformation and disinformation, I'm going to let you hear firsthand of a woman and her family who have been stuck in the foothills of North Carolina, who have had to watch their fellow family and friends lose everything they've had since Hurricane Helene has touched down in the foothills and the mountains. Fair use.
Hey guys, for those that don't know, I'm at the foothills of the Western North Carolina mountains, and everybody in my area that I've talked to, including myself, who applied for the $750 assistance payment from FEMA, has been denied. Okay? Yeah. They've denied us. Okay. So here we sit. We've thrown out all of our food because we had no power for 5-6 days. Some still are without power. Here we sit. Limited resources in the store. And they have denied our $750 resource check. So, yeah. How do you like that?
We did it. We did it, Joe.
FEMA is tremendously prepared. This is what we do. This is what they do. And the key here, Rebecca, is also to make sure that the communities who are potentially impacted are prepared as well.
We did it. We did it, Joe.